Hi, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing a video giving my thoughts on the new first clip, couple-minute clip for the premiere episode for the second half of The Walking Dead Season 5, Episode 9, as well as a Q&A that AMC did with Andrew Lincoln, Lauren Cohen, Michael Cudlitz, and Scott Gimple for the second half of the season. Okay, so I'll put the links in the description for you guys if you haven't seen it yet. This one should be international, so those of you in the UK and worldwide should be able to watch it with the link in the description. So the first one is going to be to the actual just clip itself. It's a couple minutes long. It's the opening sequence. I believe it's a part of the intro. I don't know if it's the whole intro before the the Walking Dead credits would roll, or if it's just part of that. I guess we'll have to see when we actually see the episode this Sunday. And then the other link is going to be to the actual Q&A, which is over an hour. With the people I mentioned before, Andrew Lincoln and the others. Both are pretty good. I would definitely recommend, if you have time, for sure, check out the opening sequence because it's really cool. It's also contained within the Q&A. The Q&A, I'll sum it up for you guys if you don't have time, because I know it's like an hour. It's pretty long. If you just don't have time to check it out, I would say check it out because it is fun. To get to hear them talk a little bit about the show and what's involved with the show. Some of the cool parts I took from it watching it was we found out from Andrew Lincoln that they work like 18-hour days on the show. I didn't know that that they work that much. Well, at least he does, right? Because he's in so much of the show, right? He's our main character, so. He probably works more than most of the others. A lot of the others probably don't work quite as much, but 18-hour days, crazy. So it sounds like when they're filming, and they all fly in and everything from where they live. It sounds like they just basically work on the show all the time until they're done, and then they go back home type thing with a break. I think they have like a break or two in between, something like that. So that was cool to find out from the. From him. And then also, we also have the questions that they're asked. Now, there's a bunch of different questions. Somebody asked what their favorite episodes were, or episode was for each of them. And most of them answered, with their own episode, like episode that they had worked on or that was the best for them to film, because they can't really look at it as viewers of the show when they're it's their life's work, like that's their full-time job or their permanent job, right, is to make it. So they think of it in terms of like when they're actually working on it. But Andrew Lincoln said his favorite was actually the premiere, the pilot, which was Days Gone By. Yeah, I think that's the name of it. Yeah, pretty sure. And he just said because there was like 400 zombies or something like that in Atlanta riding on horseback and stuff. So that was cool, just to hear him kind of talk about that. And I can only imagine what that would be like, for somebody that, well, just for anybody, even if it's fake, it doesn't matter because everybody's acting and stuff, right? And they're all acting the part. So that must have been pretty trippy to actually, for him to actually film that part. Aside from that, we've got the others. They answer the same kind of thing for a lot of the episodes that were most important to them when they worked on it for their characters. Then you have, they asked them about whether or not each of them gets nightmares. Andrew Lincoln says he doesn't. And the others said they kind of do. They talk a little bit about their fears. I thought I could answer this one, as if I was asked it. Do I get nightmares after watching the show so many times and, reviewing and everything and thinking about it constantly? Not really. For some reason, zombies don't really scare me. Not anymore, anyway. After watching it so many times over and seeing it. I'm sure many of you are the same way, where after you've seen the show so many times and you've seen so much zombie stuff, the zombies themselves don't really scare you, after a while. For me, actually, I'll answer this with my fear. And fears are always irrational, right? So don't judge me. Don't judge me. I'm afraid of the dentist and aliens. So there you go. The dentist, I don't know why. It's just because I'm English, so I have horrendous teeth. Any English people that say English people don't have bad teeth, they're lying. they're just lying. We do. We have horrible teeth. And I cannot go 6 months to a year without a cavity, regardless of, I've tried everything. I've tried brushing 3 times a day, flossing, every day, eating certain kinds of foods, not drinking any kind of diet pop or anything, or it's taking vitamins, and I've tried everything, man. I just have weak teeth. That's all there is to it. So I hate going to the dentist because every time I go, it's always bad news. Even from the time I was a kid, one time I had like 13 teeth pulled, so it was ridiculous when I was younger. I had like shark teeth, so yeah. so that's one fear. Irrational. Remember, fears are irrational. And the other one, aliens. Okay, so why aliens? Particularly the Greys. I don't know why, but I find them very creepy. Whether or not they exist is not the issue. They just seem to be very creepy to me. Now, it was probably because when I was really young, I saw some alien movies like Communion. They scared the crap out of me at the time, and they just really freaked me out, Greys. Because also, too, if you think of zombies, it's pretty easy to kill a zombie. But when you're dealing with an alien, right, they are smarter than you, and they have better tech than you. And if they want to anal probe you or do whatever they want to do, it's going to happen. You're not going to be able to stop it. So, yeah, there's my fears. So there you go, guys. You can write yours in the comments below if you want to. Aside from that, let's see. You guys all know my favorite episode is Too Far Gone. And then after that, they asked some random different questions, but I didn't really get too much out of it, personally anyway. But if you have time, check it out for yourself and see if there's anything you get out of it that you thought was really cool that you didn't know previously. For me, I want to say that's pretty much about it. Yeah, that's about it. So let's talk about the scene. So the opening scene, you have they're burying Beth. Most likely they're digging. So I'm assuming that's what they're doing. I don't know if we're actually going to see. Probably won't see Emily Kinney unless she's there just for her body to be dumped in. I don't know if we're going to see that. You've got Maggie crying. You've got Gabriel. He's performing a sermon or whatever. Then you have Noah, and it shows some flashbacks of him earlier on in his life, and we see the prison in the montage. It's just like a quick little kind of blacked out type of picture, really. And then we also see Woodbury. Which was kind of cool as well too. But Woodbury, when it was in good standing, when it was in its prime and it was safe and bright and shiny and everything like that, not on fire after the governor did what he did with it. And we find out that the Richmond community only had 20 people at the time when Noah was there, and it sounds like Rick is interested in making a shot for it. So we'll probably see them head towards Virginia to try to give this place a shot. And that's also what Michonne was talking about in the promo too. So it sounds like they're going to actually do that, but maybe they're going to have to battle with it, their minds a little bit, to make up their mind to try it. So aside from that, don't really have too much else to mention at all in terms of these two clips. Of course, got the 7 Days of Dead going right now, talking about some of the most influential, best episodes of the Walking Dead series so far. And, because I don't have much time and I'm not feeling the greatest, we have like tons of snow, man. Like, it's ridiculous how much snow we got this week. So I'm just... I'm not sick, but I'm like halfway. I don't have any energy, that kind of thing. So for sake of time, I'll call it here. Let me know what you guys thought about both clips. Write your comments below. That's all I got time for now with you guys. So do that, and let's talk about it. And of course, look up for this Sunday and also the 7 Days of Dead reviews. Anyway, if you like the video, please do me a solid. Please thumb it up below. And if you want to help support the channel, please share it. Please favorite it. That's it for this one, guys. See you, tomorrow for the 7 days, but Sunday for the premiere. Can't wait. Trev, same peace.